This week of Three Ball Math Guys, we're using our thinking caps. You can see those right here. We got Professor Jordan over here on this side, thinking cap. Professor Detson over on this side, thinking cap. And we are using math words or math terms that are also used in non-mathematical senses as well. So that's what we've got going on this week of Three Ball Math Guys. And we're back. Got our thinking caps on. We got this clown to my right. Got this clown to the left.
Your other right.
There it is. There we go. Three Ball Math Guys. We got our thinking caps on. We've got to think this week. We haven't thought at all. Well, I guess we thought one other time, didn't we? We wore these one other time. And we were thinking then, of course, but we think all the time, but now we're really having to think. And so we got our thinking hats on this week. And so what we're talking about this week is we've got a whole bunch of words that are mathematical terms, but also terms that are also in a non-mathematical sense as well. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. We're going to go rapid fire. We're going to be doing all this stuff here. We're going to start with Professor Detson today with our first word, and let's get at it. Let's do this. Here we go.
First word let's talk about is the word mean. So a mean in mathematics is the average, add numbers up together, and let's say there's three numbers, add them up, divide by 3, and you get the mean. And we call it the mean, and it's the usual average. What else does mean in the real world?
I'll start. The opposite of nice.
There's
Cruel.
that one movie called Mean Girls. There you go.
Mean
Girls. Yeah. So not nice. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
What's another? That's about it, isn't it, for mean?
Mean.
Yeah, we don't have to go into that too much.
What
further.
does it mean
Yeah.
as well?
Right. So what is the meaning of that?
Questioning.
Yeah.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
There you go.
That's a great one.
Yep.
Good job. All right. Next word that we have, let's take a look at median. So median, just like mean is a statistics application, statistics word. So median is when you have your numbers. So you have a data set. You have your numbers in either ascending or descending order. It is that number which is in the middle. So that is the median. Now, if you have an odd number of data values in that data set, it's pretty easy to figure out, start from the top and start from the bottom, work your way to the middle. But if you have an even number of numbers, you're going to get two numbers in the middle. So what it is that you do, you find the mean or the average of those two numbers to find your median. And so that's the mathematical sense of it. It's statistics related. What's
Go
a
ahead.
median outside
You got
of
the
math?
outside of math? I'm thinking like when the highway is divided, the middle of it is called the median. So the median of the street.
There you go.
Maybe you in town you have a nice median with grass and trees and whatever growing. Professor Rob is drawing us a really, really nice picture, informative picture. So go
median.
middle of the road.
This word reminds me of Math on the Street. We had a nice young lady who described median for us perfectly, if you recall. If not, go back and take a look at Math on the Street episode. We talked
nice.
about the median
Nice.
You're right.
Nice. I'll take it out of statistics. Let's go with chord. So a chord in mathematics is a segment connecting two pieces or two
Points.
points.
of a
Thank you.
circle.
Points. Words are hard. Points on a
They
circle.
are. That's why we have our thinking hats on.
Not through the middle of the circle. Okay, so that would be a chord. Now, if you think about outside of mathematics, what could you think of a chord?
For me, it's chords in music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Nice job.
That's what I was thinking.
Especially with the spelling, you can't really go with the C-O-R-D chord.
That's all right. You can.
Yeah, you can
Well, I
take some
suppose you
liberties.
could,
It's
huh?
our show.
It's our show. It's our
Well,
rules.
look at all these chords on our
Yeah. Perfect.
headphones.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Chords for
Our producer.
for our listeners that didn't see the chords
That's
and
true.
how it was
Yeah.
spelled.
So you've got bungee cords.
Yeah.
That's C-O-R-D, right?
Extension cords.
extension cords.
Yeah.
Oh, a whole bunch of good stuff. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Good word. Where we at? Professor Detson, you next. You're next.
Well, let's go with face. So in mathematics, when we talk about faces, we're usually talking about figures and surface area
Yeah.
of different figures. But we also use face for other.
We got
face.
one right here.
For a
Right
previous
here,
show,
bring
this face.
bring back the
Oh.
county fair
County
item
fair.
here.
Yeah, there's
But
a
if you
face.
talk about the shadow box, and you're talking about the 3-dimensional shadow box, the face of one of the shadow boxes would be one of the sides of the shadow box. Oh, thank you, Vanna.
And also, you can use face as a verb. You gotta face the facts.
Yeah. Lots of
What else we can use face for? You would think it's just, hey, look at your own handsome face, but no,
you can-
it's
That's
so
what we
much
say
more
all
to
the
it.
time.
face off.
You could face off. What does facing off mean?
Well, it's the puck drop in hockey or a movie from the 90s.
Very nice.
I thought that was ice basketball or something.
Oh, yeah, basketball on ice.
Frozen basketball.
Frozen basketball.
Frozen
Yep.
basketball.
Nice. What's the next one that we've got? What's the next one? Dividend.
Dividend.
Yes, dividend. So dividend is one of those terms. This is going back to basic math when we are dividing things. So we start off with the number and then we divide by something else and we get ourselves an answer. So the dividend is the number that you start with. And then you have the divisor, that's what you divide by, and then your answer is called the quotient. So dividend is what you start with. And so that's pretty basic math there. So I'm just going to write this one out here. So if we are looking at 64 divided by 8, we get an answer of 8. So I'm showing this on the board here for you listeners. So 64 is underneath the division symbol. And then you have 8 on the outside on the left side. You have 8 on the top. So 64 is your dividend. 8, this 8 is your divisor. So the 8 on the left side. And then the 8 above, that is your quotient. So 64 is called the dividend. Where else do we see dividends?
I think we hear of those, the word dividend in finances a lot.
There you go.
Perfect.
It's when you own part of a company, and
Such as 3 ball math guys.
that's what you get paid at the end of the fiscal year. If
Which would be
you
0.
if your company earned money.
So please help us with our dividends this year. If you would like to be a sponsor, let us know. 3ballmathguys@gmail.com.
All right, next one. Root. So in mathematics, a root is a number that when multiplied by itself makes a larger number. When we take the square root of a larger number, we get a single root. It can also refer to zeros of a function. So where the graph crosses the x-axis, we would call that a root. What else do you got for real world meanings of root?
So this is sponsored by Sioux City Endodontics. If you want to have a root canal, which hopefully you don't have to or you can't, so you have roots in your teeth, you have roots of plants in the ground.
Yep.
So there you go.
For
So a couple things.
you green thumbs out there, obviously you want healthy soil so that your roots of your plants are healthy.
I like it. Like it a lot.
Good work. That's a good word. Root. Could root for somebody too.
You could root for somebody.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Raiders.
Rodri,
Root
kick him
for
in the knee.
Go Jets.
Raiders. Raiders. Cowboys. All right, Professor Detson, your word.
Let's go with center. So if we're talking about the center of the circle, well, it's point blank right in the middle of the entire circle. But in the real world, what can you use center for? Very many different terms for that. meanings for that. Excuse me.
So what first came to my mind was like a media center or a data center, location, whether centralized or not. That is kind of the central hub, I guess, what you would say.
There you go.
In basketball, usually the
Ooh,
tallest
it's a
person on
position.
the floor.
Football.
It's a position.
Yeah, it's a football
yeah.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football. All right.
Good one.
Good job. Let's take a look at how about intercept? Intercept, there's a lot of different places. Well, intercept, let's just talk about a y-intercept, for example. So if we are graphing lines, a y-intercept is where it is that your graph of the line would intercept across the y-axis. You could also have an x-intercept and so on. So that's just one example of that. It's used in algebra. There we go. Other examples, non-math related for intercept.
The Jets had 0 last year.
Thank you.
That's a true statement, isn't it?
They intercepted the ball 0 times.
The Jets hired a cornerback. For those of you that may not follow football, a cornerback is a person who defends passes and look to intercept the ball. And yes, my Jets had 0 interceptions last year, and I think that was the record.
It's gotta
Thank
be.
you.
Oh, let's keep this going. A set, a collection of objects in mathematics. Could be a collection of numbers, ordered pairs, variables, a collection of objects in mathematics. What do you think for a set?
Oh, in tennis, first to 6 games.
Yeah.
That's called a set. Something in volleyball too, isn't there? What's a,
One of the
sets.
games.
One of the
The
games.
games are
So it's called
referred
a
to as
set.
sets in volleyball. Is where I was thinking of. That's
Yeah.
also the action of setting the ball.
oh yeah.
But we also like to set our 3 Bald Math Guys water bottles on our table. There you go.
We have a sun set.
There,
Oh, a whole
yeah.
bunch. That's a good
okay.
word. Good job. All right, next one, Professor Detson.
Did you go already, Professor Rob?
I did, yeah. I used intercept, yeah.
Oh,
the
that
Jets had
was
0
you.
interceptions.
I thought that was Professor Jordan because he had to throw the Jets right at me.
Yeah.
Right away.
Take every opportunity I get.
All right, let's go with a word that you would think is only in mathematics. And honestly, this is kind of how I came up with this thought process. I was sitting in the dentist's office, and they're talking about the calculus in my teeth, which is not good. That's why you go for cleanings, right? So calculus, you would think, well, if you hear the term calculus, that's only in mathematics. What that is our subject. But then there's also the calculus for dentists in your teeth. Anything else?
I didn't know that.
No?
I did not know that had anything
yeah,
to do
the
with
buildup
teeth.
on your teeth.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you get your
I thought it was calcium. Shows how much I know.
Yeah, the calculus.
crack the
Anything
book.
else for that word?
No, that pretty much sums it up, which
Yeah.
leads us to the next one. That is sum.
Look at that.
So sum,
Look
when
at
you
that.
take 2 or
Nice
more
segue.
numbers and you add them together, you get what's called the sum. So very basic math, what we are using our thinking hats today. And so sum.
Yeah, if you spell it differently, we're talking about some of us. Some
Yes.
of us can spell, some of us cannot.
That's correct. All right, next.
How about this one's a little on topic for me? How about formula? In mathematics, we're talking about an equation or a rule, if you will, that you can use. You can solve it. You can substitute values into a formula to find different surface areas or volume or what have you areas. So formula.
Do you use formula
We have used some formula.
right now?
We have used some formula.
It's what infants, I don't know if you want to say eat, it is their food, but they drink it.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of experience with formula in that sense. Professor Rob, did you?
Yes, a couple times. Yeah, from back in the day, we used formula also. I think it was just in the trial sense back 1907. So that's
Why do you suppose they call that formula?
because it is a formula, a mixture of things that
Yes.
come together, and then you throw some water in it, and then you drink it. There you go, amongst other things that are also used for that.
So instead of
formula.
just where you have letters and symbols that you plug numbers into in mathematics is a formula. A formula is also ingredients. What's the formula to make this thing a success?
Yeah.
Right?
Good one.
Great word.
That's a perfect word. So that's a great word to finish up with here.
Oh, I got one more.
we got one more?
I got one more.
All right,
one
we got
more for you.
That's it. No more after this one.
Vector.
Oh yeah, that's a good word.
Vector.
Huh. Describe that for us, Professor Jordan.
So in mathematics, we're talking about direction when we're talking about vectors, graphing. I also know Vector as the bad guy in Despicable Me, committing crimes with direction and magnitude. Oh, yeah.
Well, with that, I don't think there's anything else that we could do for this particular show. So that's a good place to stop there for today. So thank you for being part of this week's episode of Three Bald Math Guys. We'll see you next time.